How to survive middle school.
Hey everyone, it's Taylor. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an organizational / advice video all about how to survive middle school. These are just a few tips I have on how to make 6th and 7th grade a lot easier. I'll also be showing you some organizational things for your lockers as well. I want to first start off with a little disclaimer. Most of the tips in this video will be going off of the guidelines and rules that my school had. But I know that many different schools have completely different rules, and that's totally okay. First, be sure to go off and follow your guidelines and rules that your school has, and then see if what tips I'm giving can apply to you. Because I know that my tips won't be applied to everyone. Like, if I give you an organizational tip about putting a shelf in your locker and say you don't have lockers or you're not allowed to put shelves in your locker, then don't. I don't want you to get in trouble at all, so before you listen to me, listen to your school and see what kind of guidelines and rules your school has, and then come to me. So that's all I wanted to say, and now on to the video. So let's get started. The first tip I have is to turn in your work on time. Most everybody already knows this rule, but it's just something that's super important and crucial when you go into middle school, because most teachers, if you turn in your work late, will just end up giving you a 0. I know that all teachers are different, and maybe that's different for your school, and that's totally okay, but for most of my teachers, they just give you a 0. And so yeah, I would just say, and for all schools in general, I think it's a good idea to have your work turned in on time to help you maintain good grades and stuff like that. So be sure to turn in projects, homework, anything like that in on time, and don't wait till last. The next tip I have is to not skip out on any class. I know that some classes can be just dreadful and boring and you're just totally not in the mood to go to them. I understand, but it's still super important not to skip out on them because you're probably learning something important that you'll need to know for an upcoming test or something. So just always make sure that when you can to be at your classes, because it is important. There's no real benefits to skipping out on class either. There's just bad things because you'll be behind first of all and you'll have to make up work. So it's just not a good thing. I mean, I know that not going to it seems like a good thing, but it's really not. The next tip I have is to be really nice and respectful to all of your teachers. No matter how rude that teacher is, I mean, it's just not a good idea to be rude back. 2 wrongs don't make a right. I mean, just be as nice as possible to them, because that way you'll have a better chance of being on their good side. And being on a teacher's good side is a really good thing because, first of all, they like you. They might not give you all that bad grades. They won't yell at you. I mean, it's a good thing to be on a teacher's good side. So definitely be nice to them and you'll probably be on. The next little tip I have for you is to bring along a little miniature hand sanitizer. This you can throw in your pencil pouch or clip onto your backpack or bag, whichever one you prefer. These are just super handy and great to have, and I recommend the ones from Bath & Body Works. These are the pocket bag ones. Mine is in the scent Dancing Waters. It's just a nice, light, clean, fresh scent, but they have so many more scents to choose from. And what I also like about Bath & Body Works is they have cute little cases to put them in that are also adjustable. Like, you can adjust the size of the loop like that. But these are just the perfect size and everything. They're convenient and just excellent to have, so I would definitely recommend a pocket pack hand sanitizer. The next little organizational tip I'm going to be talking about is locker supplies. The first locker organizational thing I'm going to be talking about is a whiteboard. I recommend getting a whiteboard that includes a whiteboard marker with an eraser at the top. Otherwise, you have to worry about finding a space to put a big old eraser, and I just think that it's more helpful to have it on the tip of your marker so you can just erase it like that really fast if you need to. I would say that this isn't something that you need or is required by any means. I just think it's something fun to have if you need to write down reminders, like if you need to write down that paper's due tomorrow, or if you want to write down I have practice tonight, or anything you need to write down. And you can also put magnets, like magnet pictures, or if you wrote down a post-it note earlier in class with something important on it, you can just magnet it to here. And you can also put magnets just anywhere around your lockers because they're magnetic, I think. Yeah, they're magnetic, obviously. How else would this stick? Duh. Okay. I've been out of school for too long, obviously. Okay, now I'm rambling. Where was I? Oh yeah. So I would say that this is something fun to have if your locker is wide enough. I know the sad thing is some people's lockers aren't even this wide, which is really depressing. Mine is wider than this. It's like that wide, like here to here, I think, maybe. But, so yeah, I'd say that a whiteboard is just something fun to have, and you don't need to have it, but if you want, I think it's a good, just helpful thing to have. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is a mirror, and I'm going to cover up the mirror part of this actually when I show it to you, just for your sake, so you don't get a giant glare on the screen. But here's my mirror. I got it from Target. It's just black. Pretty simple. I don't think a mirror is a necessary thing either. I just think it's helpful to have if you need to make sure that your hair is in place, or if your mascara is smeared or anything like that. It's mainly for girls, so if you're a guy watching this, I don't think you need a mirror. It's just something fun and helpful to have if you want. So yeah, mirrors are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll move on to the next thing I'm going to be talking about is this little like locker shelf holder thing. It's not a shelf, but I don't know what this is called. I really need to be back in school. I've forgotten like everything. But it's this hot pink little thing I got from Target, and this is not necessary or like not required or whatever. Like you don't need to have this. But I just think it's helpful if you want to put like a hand sanitizer or a chapstick or tissues or anything you want in here, just so things don't get scattered around in your locker. And yeah, again, also if your locker is this wide, I know that some people's lockers are like half this or a little bit like that much. So if you can fit this in, I would definitely recommend it. So as you can see by the thing that I just showed you, the next locker thing I recommend is a locker shelf, and again, I only recommend this if your locker is big enough. I don't think that they make locker shelves that are like this big, which is sad because there are lockers that I know that are like this wide, which is just depressing because how do you even fit anything in there? Like my lockers are like good size, like probably that big, which is good. So I would say that a locker shelf is super handy to put textbooks and notebooks and all that stuff on. It's just a good thing to have, and mine is hot pink and I got it from Target. The next organizational tip I have, I won't go into too much depth because if you want to see more about it and more organizational things to do with my school supplies, you can go check out my 2014-2015 school supplies haul down below. I will link it in the description box if you want to go check that out. But it is a 5-star zipper binder. I recommend the 5-star ones because they have a pocket here and here and here, and they're super durable and they can fit a lot of stuff in there, and it comes with a pencil pouch. Mine came with a purple one, but I put a blue one in there. So yeah, I just definitely recommend 5-star products like in general. But like I said, if you want to see more into depth about the 5-star thing, go check out my school supplies. Another tip I have on how to survive middle school is to never show up late to any class. So my school had a rule where if we showed up late to a class 3 times during that quarter, we would get in-school suspension or detention. And I know that not every school has that rule, but you probably have a different rule for being late. But being late just doesn't look good, and it's not a good thing. Most teachers will get upset, and it's just better to be on time rather than late. So those are a few of the tips that I have on surviving middle school. I know they're kind of lame, but oh well. If you liked this video, or if these helped you in any way, shape, or form, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos often. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!